All right, so we should talk about these. This is the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3, and the box presentation, amazing. Look at this. The logos on the outside here, the paper, the wrap, the shoes. Everything about this shoe screams maybe sneaker of the year. I don't want to be that guy that's calling out sneaker of the years already again, but I mean, this is an amazing looking pair of sneakers. Now, why should we talk about it is because like a lot of people aren't, like sneaker people, you can't keep happy. I don't know why, but it seems like the internet's been roasting this shoe or just saying that it's not good or something. I don't understand. Well, leave a comment in the comment section what you guys think about the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3s. I feel like this is a perfect follow-up to the white pair that we got a couple years ago. It is one that they created in the masses, and I feel like that is a part that is sparking all the controversy. The fact that it's a new day and age, it's a new temperature in the sneaker market where not everything's selling out. You have a collaboration. Those things suck. I don't get it. Like, it is what it is. I've been collecting sneakers for a long time. We've been through a couple waves of sneakers, a hype going up and down. And if you have a good shoe, you have a good shoe. And I feel like that is where I'm focused at. This in hand is incredible. We got a good one here. I'm a fan of the Air Jordan 3. I'm a fan of what A Ma Maniére has created thus far. What they've done for this pair, I think they did a tremendous job on. So obviously there's a little bit of nods to the previous pair. You do have the quilted liner. I think that was one of the best features of the previous pair. The raw edge across the collar though is different, and I like the look of that. It is a nice little addition there. You do also have the black kind of tumbled leather through the entire upper. Then you have suede hits for, you know, where the elephant print normally goes. Nike Air branding on the back. And you do have a kind of an eggshell off-white colored midsole, but my favorite detail that is very subtle is something that I didn't notice until, like, you know, my second glance, is the matte black across the back of the midsole. It looks so good with this being matte black. I've never seen a pair of Air Jordans with a matte black finish. I think that we need to see more now. Like, this looks so good. Everything about this shoe screams A Ma Maniére, and I think that that is the other feat that is excellent. Just the overall color palette that they used to create this shoe is everything that we would want from an A Ma Maniére pair of sneakers in the best way possible. I love that kind of plum sort of look with the gray and then that like eggshell off-white sort of color. All of those being the accent colors to the black, I think is just a tremendously awesome job. Also, the insoles, you do have that A Ma Maniére pattern all over print on the insoles. Just a premium look to the shoe. Just lots and lots of details. And speaking of that, under the insole even, you do have some extra branding. It says, while you are sleeping. And the other one says the same thing, while you are sleeping. Now, normally I would go into the storytelling about the shoe and all that stuff. Honestly, I just wanted to give you guys a look at the shoe. I'm not even gonna give you guys any background to the colorway or the thought process behind it. Sometimes the stories can help sell the sneakers, but sometimes I don't think it's necessary, even because the shoes tell their own story. I think they're just a tremendously beautiful looking pair of shoes. I'm sure once I see the stories on this, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, that's even better. But I kind of wanted to give you guys kind of a raw purist kind of look at the shoe. Also, I've been on vacation, finishing out summer with the kids. I knew these were coming. I knew it was on my hit list. I got a pair of them for a raffle, which means I paid extra for shipping, unfortunately. But other than that, like, this is a shoe that I am super, super happy to actually have. Also, they do have that A Ma Maniére all over print on the reverse side of the tongue, and I like this leather on the tongue as well. And I like the raw edge nature on the top, so it's similar to the heel as well. You have the embroidered A Ma Maniére logo on one, and then you have the Jumpman. This one has a little extra booty going on the other one, but man, he has a big old butt on this one, or get, as my kids always keep saying. It's so ridiculous. Dude, the lingo nowadays and kids, it's so frustrating, but it is what it is. You do have a little paper tag here. It says A Ma Maniére. It says quality goods and lots of small stuff that I can't read. My eyes are getting bad for up close. But then you do have Nike Air on the hang tag. Normally this is done in an orange palette, and obviously this one being A Ma Maniére has the A Ma Maniére coloring on it, which I do like. Also, the lace tips do say work harder, so it feels like there's more messaging going on there. And speaking of laces, you do have 2 sets of laces that came with, and then you do have 2 extra sets of laces as well, that cream and that like kind of the reddish burgundy-ish sort of color going on there. I love the outsoles as well. Just again, perfect color combination palette for the shoe. Just the small details that they have that really make this shoe just a banger. And I think for the fall, this is gonna be an absolute must. Like, it just seems like such a perfect shoe. Going to ComplexCon in November, I feel like this shoe is probably going to be on everybody's feet. It's definitely one that I'm considering because it is just an overall beautiful pair of sneakers. Now, the first colorway of the Air Jordan 3s A Ma Maniére did, probably my favorite shoe from that year. I think if I look back on my list, that was the #1 shoe. Also, it's just my favorite A Ma Maniére model that they've released thus far, and I've had all of them that they've had, the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, the ships. This might be a new #1. I might like this one. It's hard to say if I like this one better than the first one or not. I mean, even no hype around it at all. Just overall, simplistically looking at the shoe. Also, I forgot to mention I have the 12s too. Those are like the ugly stepchild that everybody always forgets, which honestly, those are amazing as well. They were just released at like the crazy part of the hype decline of sneakers. But overall, hype aside, I feel like this might be the top 2, top 3, at least top 3 A Ma Maniére Jordan collabs that we've had thus far. I still think that the first pair of 3s were amazing, and I think that the 2s are the most slept on pair out of all of them. The 1s and the 4s were okay in my opinion. These are GOAT level though. I think that they did an amazing job on these. I like the napped suede. I like the Nike Air on the back matching the midsole. I mean, just looking at the shoe over and over again, you're like, oh yeah, another nice little detail that they added on the shoe. Something else I appreciate there. Like, it's just a well done pair of sneakers. And I think that A Ma Maniére did a great job. Now, I know that they've been under a little bit of fire because of their releases in the past. They've had, some laundering, allegations and stuff. I wonder what's going to happen with that. But overall, I feel like this is an amazing pair. And also the box experience opening this is better than any of the other ones as well. I love that they spent some extra time and energy creating a really nice unpackaging, unboxing experience. But what do you guys think about the A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 3s? What went right, what went wrong with this release? I feel like this is just the perfect shoe released in just a really crazy time period right now where obviously everything is crazy. I mean, everything's super expensive. I understand the economy has gone down a lot. Sneaker market has gone down a lot. But for somebody that's just a big fan of sneakers, I mean, this is just one of those shoes that I'm like, okay, I'm glad I secured a pair at retail. And I feel like that's the fortunate part about it. If you have the expendable income to be able to buy a pair of these, I mean, congratulations on you in general. The fact that you're hopefully able to afford them and not going broke buying them. The fact that you're able to get them and not have to pay $500 resale when these could easily be a $500 shoe, like if it was released in a different year, and you're getting them at retail, which is elevated at $225, $250 or whatever they were. It is painful that the prices are elevated a little bit, but the fact that I'm able to get them at a retail price straight from the source, A Ma Maniére or Nike, like I think that's a W in my book. As a long-term consumer of Nike goods, I appreciate the fact that I'm able to do that, even though other people are gonna go, I'm not gonna be able to make any money on that shoe. I'm looking at it from the other perspective of, dude, I got a shoe at retail from the actual source, and it's a really nice looking colorway, and I really appreciate the efforts that went into the shoe, even though I didn't even go into the story aspects of the shoe in this video, which if you guys like or dislike, leave a comment, let me know if you would have liked that I presented that to you guys. I'm sure there's other people, other creators that are gonna cover, the reasons behind why they did this colorway, because they're really rich in their storytelling at A Ma Maniére. But I just kind of wanted to take a different approach and just look at the shoe for the simplistic beauty of what they delivered. I'm sure once I get into the story aspect, I'm gonna go, oh wow. There's definitely messages on the shoe like work harder and the insoles and stuff that are gonna resonate with people. And I think that is a powerful thing that you could actually also add and contribute to footwear, but primarily just looking at the shoe going, these are fire, I'm in. I like that as well. That approach is good in my opinion. Anyway, if you guys want to buy them, I'll try to link them in the description. I think eBay has them and stuff like that. For those wondering sizing, I usually go true to size in my Air Jordan 3s. That's just what I usually do. They do come in women's sizing. So this is a women's 11, 9.5 in men's is what I got. But appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully see you back on the channel for some more sneaker content very soon. And yeah, have a good one. See you guys.